Welcome to lesson 3.4. So today we're going to be talking about combining like terms. So we're going to figure out what are like terms, how can we combine them, and all of that. So like terms are terms that have the exact same variable part. So you can only combine things like adding and subtracting them when they are alike. Think about it like a banana and an apple. You cannot combine bananas and apples to make a banapple, like a physical fruit. That is just not going to happen. So we can't combine things in algebra that are not alike. So they have to have the exact same variable part. So if we look at the first one, we have negative 4x and 5x. If you notice, they have the variable part of x. They are the exact same. So yes, these are like terms. Okay. Then if we look at 2x and 5, 2 has an x, 5 does not. They do not have the same variable part, so no, they are not like terms. Negative 6x, 6y, and 9y, yes, we could combine them because they have the exact same variable part, so we can combine them. Okay, 2 and 5 have the exact same variable part. They just don't have a variable. They're both numbers. So yes, we can combine them. Yes, we can. Woohoo. 2xy and 5y, they have a similar variable part, but they do not have the exact same. 5 does not have an x with it, so no, these are not like terms, okay? And then we have 12m and 10m. Yes, we can, because they are the exact same variable part. They have to be the exact same. We can only combine or we can only add and subtract like terms, okay? You can only add and subtract like terms. So if you had 2x plus 5, you could not add those together, okay? If you have negative 4x plus 5x, you could add those together, okay? So now we're going to take this into solving equations. So we are going to combine like terms, okay? So I have 2x plus 16 minus 5x equals 19. So we are going to do algebra tiles. So I'm going to do, let me see, I'm going to do blue for positive x's and then the purple color for negative x's. Okay, so I have 2x plus 16, so I'm going to do it 8 by 2, minus 5x equals 19. So let me get 19 drawn. So I am going to do a 3 by 6, which is 18, and then add 1 to make it 19. Okay, so I have positive 2x plus 16 minus 5x equals 19. So if I look at that, I have some like terms here. I have the 2x and the negative 5x. Those are x's. So now we're just going to combine them. So multiplying by 2 to x and multiplying by negative 5 is going to combine, okay? So remember, positives and negatives cancel each other out. So when I take a positive, one of the negatives goes away. When I take a positive, one of the negatives goes away. So what I'm left with is 3 negative x's. So now I have negative x, negative x, negative x, plus 16, equals 19. Okay, so that is the first step. So essentially what I'm doing is I'm looking and saying, okay, 2x and negative 5x are like terms, and they are on the same side of the equal sign. So I'm just going to combine them. So 2x minus 5x is negative 3x plus 16 equals 19. Okay, and now we're back to a two-step equation. So we're going to get rid of the 16. So remember, we do that by doing the opposite. So we're going to subtract 16 on both sides. And so in the process, I have negative 3x, and 19 minus 16 is 3. So I have on this side, I'm taking out 16. And so these cancel, and then I'm just left with positive 3. Okay, so then I have negative 3x equals positive 3. So each negative x tile gets 1. So if I have negative x equals a positive 1, then that means that positive x equals a negative 1. Okay, and if you look over here, I have negative 3x times, or negative 3x equals 3. I'm going to divide by negative 3. And so x equals negative 1. Okay, so now let's look at example number 2. I have 3 plus 2x plus 8 equals negative 5. So if we think about this, what is happening to x? We're multiplying by 2, adding 3, and adding 8. So if we're adding 3 and adding 8, it's the same thing as adding 11. Okay, so if I make the algebra tiles for this, hang on, let me get the color I need. Okay, so I have 2x plus 8 plus 3, and it equals negative 5. Okay, so if I look, I'm adding 3 and adding 8. That is the exact same thing as adding 11. So this is really 2x plus 11 is equal to negative 5. So then, on the process part, I am literally taking 3 and 8 and combining them. So then I'm left with 2x plus 11 equals negative 5, which is what I have right here. 2x plus 11 equals negative 5. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is subtract 11 on both sides. So then I have 2x equals negative 16. Because if I do this, I'm taking negative of this. So then that's negative 11. And so you don't cancel out negatives. So then I'm left with 2x equals negative 16. So then x, one x tile, is going to be negative 8. So, and if you look over here, I have 2x equals negative 16. I'm going to divide by 2, and I get x is negative 8. So that is it for lesson 3.4. Remember, you can only add and combine like terms with things that are the exact same variable part. That's what makes them like terms. All right, bye.